morning, Mark Twain. This is Mttv. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Tanner. Today is Wednesday, January 16th, 2013. We'll now observe the moment of silence and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Will you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All students interested in working backstage for the technical crew of the Phantom Toll Booth should plan to stay after school on Thursday, January 24th for the first block of the after-school program. Technical crews include lights, sound, set building and painting, costumes, props, and makeup. If you are interested in working tech for the show but cannot attend the meeting, see Ms. Leibowitz in the drama room.
NJHS will have its next meeting this Thursday during the first block of the after-school program in Miss Smith's room, 164. They will be discussing their upcoming service project and other important details. Also, remember, NJHS members, your 2 hours of additional service is due by the end of next week. You can pick up a service form from Miss Smith or Miss Pilati.
This Friday, all service learning projects are due for 8th graders. Don't forget that you must turn in your completed hours, your typed written reflection, your interview organizer, and your typed interview summary. If you have questions, see your civics teacher now.
One local football team was still alive in the NFL playoffs. Is their quest for the big game continuing? For more, here's Craig and Will with your sports report.
With the NFL playoffs now halfway through, only 4 of the original 12 teams remain. The 2 games next week will be the Ravens versus the Patriots and the 49ers facing the Falcons. The 2 hands down most exciting games last weekend were the Ravens beating the Broncos and the Falcons beating the Seahawks. Let's start with the Ravens and the Broncos.
If I could describe this game with 2 words, it would be close and memorable. These teams traded blows for the entire game. Denver scored 14 points on special teams, and the Ravens had a defensive touchdown. The game was tied at the end of the game, 35-35, and it went into the first overtime. Both defenses held for 14 minutes, but near the end of the first overtime, the Ravens kicked the winning field goal, ending the game with a score of 38-35.
Now let's talk about the Falcons and Seahawks game. I'm going to start at the beginning of the second half. The score was 20-0 in favor of the Falcons. Both teams scored 1 touchdown in the third quarter, making the score 27-7. In the fourth quarter, the Seahawks made a comeback, scoring 2 unanswered touchdowns and driving down the field with under a minute remaining. The score became 28-27 in the favor of the Seahawks with 30 seconds remaining, and many people thought that this would be the end of the game, but it wasn't. The Falcons got the ball back, and 2 quick passes were in field goal range, with 13 seconds left to go in the game. At this time, the Falcons set up for the kick. After being iced and missed, the Falcons kicker, Matt Bryant, put the game-winning field goal straight through the uprights. The game resulted in a score of 30-28 Falcons.
As the NFL season is coming to an end, the NBA season is just starting to pick up. Right now, in the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat are in first place with 24 wins and 12 losses. Only half a game down are the New York Knicks, who have 24 wins and 13 losses. Unfortunately, our hometown Washington Wizards are in last place in the league with only 7 wins. However, they are on a 3-game win streak. In the Western Conference, the OKC Thunder are facing the LA Clippers. The Thunder is 30-8, and the Clippers are 29-9.
Also a shout out to the NHL lockout being over. Now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, guys. Tomorrow during the first block of the after-school program, the book club will meet in the library. There'll be extra snacks as well as a book selection and discussion. Be sure to sign up at lunch. See Ms. Platts for more information. Now here's today's lunch menu. Hamburger or cheeseburger with pepper jack or hot cheese on bun, hot cheese on croissant, yogurt biteable.
Vegetables and fruits. Seasoned sweet potatoes, seasoned chili beans, tomato soup, cucumber and radish slices, banana, or fruit crisp.
Well, that's it from the studio. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Tanner. Stay tuned for news you can use from your administration after these messages. Have a great day, Twain.
In case you missed it, here is MTTV's coverage of Coach Keston's press conference before the Twain-Edison game.
Well, what I can tell you is that we've been practicing it up. We've been running our drills. I've been coaching it up. We've been eating our vitamins. But the real reason I'm here today, folks, is because I want to tell you that we are live at Mark Twain Middle School. We are Mr. Hay. We are Mr. Amato. We are Mr. Jones. We are Miss Soto. We are Mr. Schechter. And we are Mr. K. And we're going to take you down. And that's not a challenge. That's a guarantee. We've been down this road 4 times. 4 times we've been challenged. And 4 times we've brought these trophies home. But that might not be enough for some people. There's a guy by the name of Michael Jordan, MJ, if you remember him. He was in the NBA, and he won a championship 6 times with the Bulls. We're at 4. We'd like to get to 6, so we're going to see if we can. Because Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, if we can emulate him, that's where we want to be.
The Edison head coach has guaranteed a win for this game and said that your coaching was the only weak link in Twain's victory last year. Would you care to respond to that?
Oh, I'll respond. Big Terry! The 7'4" giant, brother! Just because you're over at Edison and you're the big boys in town doesn't mean that 2013 is going to be your year. After we get through with you, they're not going to be saying, I want to be like Mike. They're going to be saying, I want to be like Mark Twain. Woo!
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
The Twain staff goes for back-to-back victories against the staff of Edison High School. This Friday, January 18th. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Tickets cost $5 and are on sale at lunch. The first 100 tickets sold will get a free candy bar. Come out and support your Twain staff.
Coach, one more question, please.
Sure, one more, might as well.
How do you feel about the students at Mark Twain running on the way to lunches?
I'm not answering any more of these questions.
Good morning, Mark Twain. Here's today's daily joke. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. Have a great day, Twain.
Good morning, Mark Twain. This is Dr. Millman with your daily Administrator's Update. Just a reminder, we're slowly getting towards the end of the quarter. You need to make sure that your service learning is in. You need to make sure that all your projects are in. All of your homework is in. Teachers, all buses are in and on time. So even though it's rainy out, everybody have a good day.